Hey everybody, it is the Heroes of Jordoba on time, pretty much 1 minute late, but doing way better than the normal 15 minutes that I run. We're still waiting for Zach. I sent him an email with the link. Don't know whether he's going to show up or not. If he does not, then Curzum is in deep shit.
I'm good.
We'll go into the situation in just a second. We have been having a discussion about who is in which Harry Potter house, but if people want to volunteer that anyway, just to get started, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And we do have a Patreon. We're doing a Patreon drive right now, and that is patreon.com/Uncle Matt. So with that, and no further ado, we'll introduce Alla Fedorova, and you can say your house or not.
I'm a Slytherin.
Okay. And Emily.
Hi, I've never taken the test.
All right.
I'm houseless.
Ian.
I'm Ian. I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm staying out of that. I'm whichever house is convenient at the moment.
Here is Gabe, who started the entire discussion, and so you can see why it is that we got started that way. His video appears to be frozen too, in a noble sort of Ravenclaw fashion.
It's very majestic right now.
It is. It's quite noble.
Well, Gabe has that ability that every time he freezes, it's a good shot.
Yeah, I wish I had that power.
Me too. I mean, Zach had a lot of shots of me doing this show, and anytime that he wants to do a montage of Matt looking really stupid, he can assemble that in seconds. He's probably got it in like a quick reaction file.
I think we insulted Gabe by not choosing houses.
Probably. Okay, so we're still waiting for Gabe. Here he comes. So here's Gabe. And do I still have the
technical difficulties?
Okay.
Okay.
I think I got this sorted. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Perfect. I'm good.
All right. So we'll talk a little bit about the situation that the characters are in right at this moment. And so let me pull up, since I have a little visual effect here to go with it. This is a monastery in the mountains, and it is at sort of midway up a high cliff, and it's got 2 stories to it. The reason that we have got black underneath the castle is because it's a cliff wall going straight down, and the only way to get in is up a sort of winding, twisting staircase that goes from far down below. Now, this is the view of the place that the characters have had very briefly as they made their first approach to the stronghold, knowing that it had been taken over by evil beastmen and who had slaughtered the monks that lived in there. And so they marched up the stairs to the front door. And the result of that was a shower of arrows. And so we had Emily's...
And hot oil.
And hot oil, that's right. Right.
Yes. Don't forget the hot oil.
Literal shower of hot oil. It's not so good.
And so where things ended up was that the 2 dwarves, Curzum and Albrecht, beat feet away down the stairs, avoiding shots from a catapult, and have made their completely not panicked way into the deep, dark forests around the area. Another approach was taken by 2 other characters. Emily's halfling backpack zipped off the side of the stairs, up the wall, and into one of these narrow windows that you see in there. Probably shaking because of my hand. Sorry about that. But there are some narrow windows up there. And so that's where she went. And to provide backup, Gabe's character, Dane, right?
Who's also a dwarf.
Okay.
Yes, Dane.
Yes, Dane, the dwarven sorcerer, managed a misty step, which is basically a teleport, a short-range teleport spell, in through the window, which is good because he's actually too big to get through it physically. They're very small windows, the size of halflings. So the two of them are upstairs, and Emily's bard made a suggestion to the beast man who was in that particular room shooting arrows, which got him on their side. So temporarily, at least, they have a beast man ally up there. So we've got the party split in two locations at the beginning of the show, and so that is where we basically begin. And so since we don't have Zach here, and let me just check my email real quick to see if he's responded, and I don't see a response there. So okay.
I got a response right here. It says, "Too scared, can't make it."
Oh,
You know, that
this
is
not like
actually
an Albrecht thing to do.
that is actually something I can totally see Zach doing. Just okay, so this is actually the one point of view that none of y'all have from the outside of the monastery, because we've got two of y'all inside, and everybody else is outside at different places. And I'm just moving a piece of terrain here that represents the wilderness.
I knew this was Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka? Oh. Knocked it over to the side. I still don't know why that would evoke Sri Lanka, but
It's on the box in the background.
oh, is it? Oh, it does say Sri Lanka. Okay.
And there's a doggo.
There's things that one never notices. Okay.
Oh crap! I didn't get my dice. I'll be right back while you guys sort yourselves.
Oh,
all right.
that's probably a good idea.
I'm going to scooch aside the minis from the other party. You guys have left your wagon behind in the little village whose angel head you returned. And so the situation for Albrecht, and we will say, Albrecht, that you have Slate with you. Because Slate had been scouting around some of the terrain as you guys decided that you were going to go in.
For Albrecht or Ian's character?
Ian's character, Curzon.
So there we go.
Here are the two of you guys. You are in the wild, dark woods near the
like
monastery.
this forest. It's cool looking.
Thank you. That is
strangely familiar.
Those are done by a guy. Let me make sure I get him right. I think it's Devin Jones is the sculptor who did these trees, and they're pretty cool. And the rocks are actually enlarged stalagmites from Tom Tullis and Fat Dragon Games. Anyway, so here are the two of you guys, and what is it? So Curzon sort of briefs you, Slate, on the situation, and so you as you understand it, probably Curzon was considerably more courageous than he was in the way that I described it.
Oh no! Here's my explanation. I walked up and they shot at me a lot. Everybody was quicker than me, so two of them made it in. Then Albrecht called a retreat, so I walked back while they were still shooting at me. This new armor is great. They barely even got me.
And Albrecht is lost. You got separated in the woods, and you're not sure where he is.
But so we should go in there and meet them. They're waiting for us. So let's head to the river.
That sounds like a mighty fine plan. And that's the accent I'm going to go with now. It's going to be a southern kind of thing.
Oh gosh.
I apologize in advance to all of y'all.
So
I didn't know what other accent to go with for a Gadasa made out of stone.
All right, so you're a half earth elemental southern belle, basically.
I can't do the other kind of southern rancher. So I'm going to go with the full southern belle.
So it works.
Well, and you guys are in Georgia, so no, you're in.
Well, not quite.
Alabama, almost exact same thing, really.
Oh yeah. Totally.
It's slightly lower on the education scale.
Plus,
Oh,
plus or minus a syllable.
Plus and minus. Like a lot. We don't know what the difference here. No, anyway. Yeah, let's
Moving right
go
along.
with that river. I'm not really a fan of rivers, I gotta
Oh,
say.
I got you covered. Don't worry.
No,
Rivers
is it
are
like I
responsible.
sink all the way down?
That is perfect. That's exactly what we are going to need to do.
All right, let's give this a go, little one.
All right. So you guys start heading over to there. Now we now move to the situation where we have let me set these things up here. Okay.
For those watching, I'm going to propose a drinking game every time Matt says the situation.
Ah, shit.
Can we play?
Y'all can play.
I mean, I feel like I got a head start, but I'll play in accordance to the rules we set out.
All right. Well, I will try not to think about using the term.
We can just
Well,
add
it's
rules as
definitely
the
a
night goes on, too,
situation.
so.
Yeah, I don't know what things I say most commonly. Okay, so here we are, and we've got Backpack, and we have Dane, and then there is your tame Beast Man that was originally shooting arrows at you, and you have got him under, I think, a suggestion, right, Emily?
Correct.
How long is that gonna work for you?
8 hours.
Okay.
Although it is concentration, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So what do you guys do?
Well, our first order of business, we really need to get downstairs and find a way to open the door and like clear it so our friends can come in easily.
Well, I think perhaps opening back to our front door is maybe not such a good plan. It is very, very heavily guarded, as we just found out.
But from above, is it guarded at the door?
Well, presumably, even if they just walk up to the door, if the door is open, many, many more arrows. I was thinking, this place has lots of twists and turns. Maybe we can search around and see if there is easy to find secret door or something from inside.
Good plan.
Like some sort of escape tunnel.
We do have the... Okay. Is there a way to make ourselves invisible?
I do not have any way of making us invisible. I
Okay.
have many, many illusions, though. I can do plenty of illusions, no problem.
Well, me too. We're illusion buddies.
Oh. Yay! Well, we really doubled down on that skill set. Okay. It'll be great.
And we have a big hunkering Beastman. Maybe we should illusion ourselves to look like Beastmen also.
Except you have the issue that you're already concentrating on something.
That's true. But Gabe isn't.
The illusions trying to disguise yourself not so easy. I figure maybe that hard to keep it kind of on top of yourself and all that.
Skeeter just posted up in the chat room, they will die.
Have you guys considered the prisoner approach? Or prisoners?
Oh. We have the Beastman
The whole-
pretend he's taken us prisoner.
Yeah, the whole Han Solo and Chewbacca route.
Listen, you're ruining this if you're helping them.
Sorry.
That's true.
This is
Bill
the
was-
prisoner.
I had a
This is
thought
the
that
prisoner's
suddenly
dilemma
occurred to me.
approach.
Yeah, that's not a situation we want.
Yes, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Emily's playing the drinking game. She took a drink. Ala, who started the game, totally did not. So I'm buying that House Slytherin thing. All right.
okay. Well, I think maybe we just be stealthy.
I'm sure that will go wonderfully. Yes. Let me
Beastman
see.
is not stealthy though. That is the problem.
Well, Beastman is kind of supposed to be here, and as long as he doesn't announce that we are also here, that is okay. In fact, maybe that's what we do. We have beastmen go ahead and check to make sure there is nobody that would see us walking through the corridor.
Okay. I wonder if he would be willing to do so.
I also have one other trick up sleeve if we need to really make sure it's clear.
Okay.
But it's only been like once or twice.
So what do you do?
Can we convince the beastman to walk ahead of us and make sure the pathways are clear, and we're going to be searching about from some sort of secret back entrance for our friends to come in?
Okay. The first thing that he says is, well, there's not any secret back entrance.
Oh, okay. Oh. This is why they call it secret. I mean, come on.
Oh. All right.
Okay. Where about is all of your companions? Are all of them shooting arrows at front gate? Are they kind of congregated somewhere? That means when there's a big group of them. Is a big group of them somewhere else?
Big group. Well, there's we're just the defenders. They gave us longbows. We're not very good at them. We're better at throwing javelins, but yeah, I mean, there's lots. There's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of us up here.
Okay. But apart from the ones here, where else?
Downstairs.
Okay.
With the wolves. I imagine they're gonna go out with the wolves pretty soon, though.
What do they do with the wolves?
Oh, they go hunting.
Oh, is that an all-night kind of thing, or?
Well, it depends on how fast the people are they're hunting.
Oh, they hunt people. I see.
What else?
Rabbits?
Wolves eat the rabbits first. We've never really been able to train them about that.
Okay, well, hunting, that's great. About what time...
you could come, too, actually. Why don't you come along? It's fun.
I love hunting. Maybe perhaps today, so many things to do. We have that secret passage to discover. About what time do you think, though, that they will be leaving to go hunting?
About that time, you hear a sort of noise.
Like a wolf howl kind of noise, or somebody
sounding like about maybe 5 wolves.
Okay.
I can't do. I'm no good at the 5 howl wolf sound.
Oh, so only single howl.
I know it. I've been working on it. My dog's pissed.
It is just like throat singing, kind of. You gotta like loosen vocal cords, and no, it's fine.
Actually, you're right, but I wasn't going to do the whole.
Well,
thing. It's an eerie, scary fucking sound. An actual wolf howl. I would totally, if I heard several of those and I was out in the woods, I would wet my pants. I would wet other people's pants.
I'll say one thing. I am glad I am safe inside this keep and not wandering around in the wilderness. It would suck to be out there right now.
Yeah, it really would, wouldn't it? So you look out, and there are. You peek out the window. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 beastmen out there, 3 normal-sized wolves, and 2 very, very big wolves. And that group is leaving the stronghold. Everybody looks like they're in a really good mood.
And is that like the majority of the people from the keep here?
Well, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down there, 1 up here. So yes, there's more down there than there are up here.
Okay.
And I don't think any of the wolves are upstairs because we don't allow them up because they poop.
Okay, so that's good news for us, Dane.
We still got a chance. I like you guys. We could go down and join the hunt still.
I kind of want to join the hunting party.
Yeah, let's go.
To be fair, that would be one way of getting us outside of the castle and maybe with our friends. But on the other hand, I don't think we could convince all his hunting buddies. But you'll know, as you already have with this one, unless you have very many more tricks up your sleeve. Maybe we'll save hunting for some other time. You'll know when we aren't likely to be the ones being hunted. That's all I'm saying.
Well, to
know,
this guy, what's your name, Beastman?
Well, if it was just this guy, yeah. But there's like
Well,
five or
let's see. What's your name, Beastman?
Manfredinson.
Manfredinson. Are you? What's your officer rank?
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Okay, that does not sound very high status.
No, you sound very, very important, and I'm gonna kind of smack.
Oh,
Lunchbox.
yes.
Yeah, because he was looking down for a minute.
No,
but,
hey, you. I have done some. Okay, yeah, it can be very, very important. Not just everybody gets called, hey, you. It could be a lot worse, like, hey, dickhead, or hey, idiot. Like,
yeah.
I feel like you're doing quite well for yourself.
I
Anyway,
got promoted. Yeah, you have to play to your strengths. I'm better at twisting off heads than anybody else here.
Oh, wow. That is certainly
very marketable skill, I'll have you know.
Indeed.
If rating and pillaging doesn't work out for you, I know some people in Jordoba, the city, that could probably use a man like you.
I've heard about the city. They say the streets are paved with gold. I'd like to go there one day.
Some of the streets are paved.
Well, do you want to go to the city or do you want to go hunting?
Well, definitely not hunting for now. I think you'll know. Right now, you're being referred to as "Hey you," which is not bad, but I think there's lots of room for improvement. How do you feel about "Hey buddy" or "Hey guy"? I think perhaps if you were to be the one to help us discover secret door, you might be referred to as "Hey guy," in the good way.
How about Manfredinson?
Well, perhaps
first name basis? I don't know. That's tough.
No. I think we can do one better. I think we can give you a clever nickname.
Sergeant Manfredinson.
Now you're talking.
But before, okay, don't get too ahead of yourself, Sarge. I think we need to maybe work on finding a secret door first. But the thing is, you don't want any other of your buddies to be the one to find it. Otherwise, they're going to be the sergeant. Right? So we have to be very sneaky.
All right.
So
Brilliant.
if we want to get back there and search around, maybe like I don't know, maybe less explored parts of Keep, without running into any of your friends who might steal your glory, which way do you think we might go?
Well, we can go any direction. I've got no friends.
Oh, but when I say friends, I mean your people that you work with, like the other guardsmen or guards people.
Right.
All the idiots, yeah.
I can help you out. It's right out that door, and he points at the door.
What specifically is right out that door?
Well, the back wall.
Oh, okay.
I guess we better just go.
Well, maybe we better just listen.
Better listen.
I'm going to listen at door.
Okay. So you turn around and so Dane goes up and listens carefully at the door. Roll D20 for me.
Is that the door that's not a door?
This is a door that's not a door, yes.
Perfect. 16.
There is the door. There you are. You're a little low to the camera, but that's because you're a dwarf. All right.
It happens.
All right. So you put your ear to the door and you listen carefully, and you hear something that sounds sort of like.
Is it Sergeant Helfriger humming behind us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Somebody on the far side of the door.
Sounds like they're taking a bath.
Keep down.
You're gonna do what, Dane?
Oh, no, I thought I was gonna have to tell him to be quiet so I could listen.
No.
Okay. Okay, well, I hear somebody out there, so maybe we can get Sarge here to go out and distract them or something. I don't know.
What do you think, Sarge? Do you know who's on the other side
oh.
there?
I don't know. He walks over to the door and opens it.
Oh gosh.
I stand to the side, so I'm not obviously.
Okay, so
Oh, it's a mural.
the door opens, and so let's see. From your perspective, Dane, you are able to see. Yeah, you're just able to see
Oh boy.
that there is one of the beastmen standing there near the door, and yes, indeed, he is the one humming a little tune to himself. He's leaning up against the wall. And then he looks in where Manfredinson is, and he says, so, they get away? And Manfredinson turns back around to you guys, and he looks back over to the guy, and he says, no, not all of them.
Oh gosh.
The guy goes, well, why aren't you still shooting then?
Tell them that the other ones were dead.
And so he looks back at you guys. And he
The
says,
other ones are dead.
He says, I'm not shooting because the other ones are dead. The ones that got away. No, they couldn't be dead, or they wouldn't have gotten away. So the other ones that were somewhere are dead wherever it is that they are behind me. And the guy goes, what do you mean behind you?
Oh gosh.
Outside.
And he says,
outside.
I didn't mean behind me. Well, I did mean behind me, but I meant outside behind me where there's lots of land. And so the beast man says, are they in that room with you?
No,
And
Sarge, no.
He looks back at you guys, and he's still real confused. And so he says, what room?
Oh gosh.
And he says, the room behind you. And so Manfredinson hits him with his sword.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Oh,
so he draws his sword, and he rolls a 3.
oh gosh.
And then 2 other beastmen from behind Manfredinson, not the one that he's facing, yell, God damn it! Hey, you! Stop it! And he turns around and he says, my name's not Hey You. I am Sergeant Manfredinson. And then he falls down because while he turned around to talk to the other ones, the one from behind ran his sword through it.
Oh gosh. No. Sarge.
And then there's all kinds of people laughing in the hallway. But the one that just killed Manfredinson just walks on by to go and talk to the ones that must be over to the left now. So that's where you guys are. You're looking through. Unfortunately, I can't back the camera up very far, so I can't. But you guys are in the room here. Here is still Dane, being a dwarf, and my guess is that we're not even going to see Backpack, no, because the figure's too short. So that's where you guys are on the inside of the monastery. Meanwhile, we are going to go cut the scene,
Jesus.
and we're going to talk to Ala and to Ian about what's going on in the deep, dark forest behind Manfredinson. And they're both choosing to just keep their cameras mute. All right.
Oh
So
no, we're ready. We're heading straight to the river. As soon as I meet her, we're going to the river.
okay. So the two of you guys are heading for the river, and okay. So immediately Curzum is lost, but fortunately, you're there with a barbarian. And so you've got a pretty good ability, Ala, to find the river from there. Roll a d20. And do you have any special skills that would?
I have survival.
Okay, that'll do it. So go
Can
ahead
I,
and
It's a
can I
19
aid
total.
her with her survival to give her advantage?
you can, yes, you can give her advantage on the roll.
Oh, well, I rolled a total of 19, but
No, that's
well,
fine.
with
That, you know,
advantage, it's even higher. So 21.
okay,
We
so yeah, no,
definitely find the river.
it's a disadvantage. It's a it was only a DC 15. So you guys get to the river, and now imagine that there is river here in the scene with you guys.
So do we see where the river hits the fortress? Because you had said we could see it before, below it.
There we go. Yes, and so Slate takes her mace, I think it is, that has Gran at the end. Was it stone
Axe.
hammer? It's an axe. Okay, so Slate gestures down the river dramatically and says, "It's that way." And you look down, and you see the monastery off in the distance. You also hear wolves howling.
All right, so I tie a rope to my waist and tie the other end to her waist.
Okay.
I want to leave like maybe 10 feet of space between it.
Okay.
I hand her a potion of water breathing.
Okay.
I say, let's go towards the fortress. Go in, you'll be fine. Drink that up and just walk up to the fortress.
I don't know how y'all do where you're from, but
You need to sink. Hurry up.
no.
There's wolves.
Oh.
Let's go. I'll push her in.
Alright.
Well, but she drinks the potion. I'm pushing her in.
All right. So she drinks it. She's unhappy because it tastes like licorice. And just as she's about to say that, you push her in. She doesn't go in, of course, because you're not nearly strong enough to move Slate. But
she will eventually walk in and kind of hates every minute of it because she's terrified she's going to turn into mud.
And I will follow her in.
Valid concern. Okay. Have you also had a potion of water breathing?
My armor floats.
That's right. Okay, so you are bobbing along the surface like a fishing buoy, and Slate is down at the bottom like a hook, and the two of you guys start trawling your way down the river. You do see behind you, Curzim, over at the place where you guys went into the river, 5 wolves, 2 of which are really large, sort of stop at that point. And they lift their noses in the air and they sort of look down the river because they're still able to tell vaguely where you guys have gone to, but they don't have a track to follow at this point. And then some beast men come out of the...
So as the wolves are there, I'd like to drink a potion of water breathing and then pull down on the rope so I'm pulling myself underwater.
How deep is the river anyway?
The river is about, I don't know, 20 feet deep.
Okay, then I'll probably because I'm like 400 pounds of stone and I have another like 100 pounds of gear on me, so probably just like weighs him right down there with me.
Yeah, I mean, where he basically like pulls you up, and so now you raise 5 feet, he goes down 5 feet, and there's the two of you 5 feet under the river being carried along by the current, and so you guys arrive at the castle or the monastery at a certain point in time, which is still somewhat in the future from where we left our other two. So we will, as you guys are approaching the monastery, we're going to cut back to Gabe and Emily, and let's...
No problem for us. Good luck, guys.
We're safe. Oh, gosh. As long as these potions hold on, we'll be fine.
And as long as
got
the
more.
wolves don't find you.
I'm
We're in
gonna
the river.
grab.
They're not gonna find us.
Famous last words.
Yep.
They're not
I'm
gonna
gonna-
find us.
Are we going? Okay, I'm gonna real quick grab backpack from where we last left off, and we're gonna pull against the far wall, not the outside wall, but just the wall furthest away from the door, kind of to one side. And I'm gonna.
So that's like this corner, I think, that you're talking about.
Yeah, basically that corner, and we're gonna squeeze up into that wall.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use Misty Visions to create an illusion of the exact same wall, just like maybe just right in front of us. So it just looks like the room's slightly smaller.
Okay.
But we're just behind this illusionary wall.
All right, so here's the two of you guys, and you're in the corner, That is the best picture of Dane I think we've seen since we.
Yeah, look at that beard. It's glorious.
I know, it's an awesome beard.
This was a great idea, but you should have made the illusion.
All right, so the illusion now covers everything. So this is what people are seeing. See how I managed to make an illusion that fast?
Wow, incredible.
So
Skills.
so this is what you guys look like right now.
I would also like to stealth while we're here because
Belt and suspenders.
Am I rolling it or are you rolling it for me?
Well, the first question is, can you do that while you are still? Oh well, you're not concentrating on Sergeant Manfredson anymore.
No, and
Right.
and stealth works regardless. Like,
okay. So
anyways.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. What do you got?
13.
Okay. Is that with any bonuses?
Yes.
Okay. So a beast man peeks into the room just to see what all is going on there. And he looks right at you guys, and he says, "Huh." And then he goes back out the door. Do you do anything?
No.
Okay. So a moment later, he tosses Manfredsson's body into the room and then walks away.
I'm
Okay.
gonna whisper.
Can we?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can we hear any others still out there?
No, but that doesn't mean they're not out there.
But we can't hear any chatting or breathing or walking.
I'm going to whisper to Emily's character. What is your actual character's name?
Zephna.
Zephna, that's right. I'm going to whisper to Zephna.
I think only ever made an appearance in like the very first episode until Zach decided that you came from his backpack, and then it was all backpack from there on.
Yep.
I'm gonna whisper to Zephna. One down. Only a few more to go.
Well, yeah, a few.
Can you keep doing that suggestion thing?
Well, let's see. What level was that spell? I can do it one more time.
Okay, maybe we keep that one in back pocket then.
Okay. I can also, however, do friends, but that only lasts for a minute.
I think maybe last resort.
Yeah. I have an idea, though. If we can, like, very quietly close this door, that'll give us some privacy in here. We can then gut and skin Manfredson, and I can sit on your shoulders and we can wear him like a costume.
Do I look like Albrecht to you? I don't take pleasure in wearing the skins of other people.
Who does? But we are in a desperate situation of survival here. Do we have any other choice?
Okay, that is a race. Okay, Slate just said in chat that I do look like Albrecht. That's racist. I am a dwarf. I am a Pietrikai dwarf. I don't look even anything like a Hammerstrill dwarf. He's got thick sausage fingers. No, it is okay. Anyway,
no, all of you look the same to me.
I'm getting verklempt. Okay. Look. If we really want to disguise ourselves, hey you. He doesn't really deserve a better name at this point. He failed miserably. We'll just do the illusion thing. And then I don't have to wear the skin of somebody I liked a little bit. Okay.
But you said before not doing the illusion thing.
Well, okay. In the whole rank of ways to disguise myself, there's wearing an illusion thing, which is mediocre, and then there's wearing the skin of some guy that I briefly liked. I don't know. Somehow it's just not really my jam.
Fine. Have it your way.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I can't pull off this costume without you. This is a 2-person job.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, we also have another
Oh.
option. If we want, we can fucking leave. Like, you can climb right back out that window. I have my own way. We can just go. Is also an option. I don't know.
And now with the hunting parties out there, yeah, smart.
I didn't say it was a good option. But this is this option.
I don't know how
Okay,
I don't know how they're doing. Why don't we go out? Let's go check out the window and see how they're doing. You hear somebody saying. And so is your illusion still up?
Okay, so this is Misty Visions. I can do it like all day long.
Okay.
It's silent image, but it's basically at will.
All right. So there you are. And 2 beastmen walk into the room to go over and look at the window. So let's take a sort of outside eye view of the room. So the 2 beastmen come in, and they're looking out the window to see whether or not they can see the people that were being hunted. And then meanwhile, over in the corner of the room,
This is our chance. Let's
We have-
book it down the hall.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
Let's just go. Let's go. Okay, quietly.
Right. So
Let's go.
the 2 beastmen look over into the corner because they're hearing somebody saying, "Let's go, let's go."
No.
All right.
No, that
So
was
they're-
very, very quietly.
So but we're talking a matter of steps here in between you guys. So they're looking into the corner now. Gabe, what do you do?
Oh,
Well,
for the moment, I hold very, very still for the moment, but I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready to run.
All
I'm
right,
ready
so
to run through that
Zephna,
open door.
what do you do, Emily? What's Zephna do?
same thing. I am perfectly still and silent now, but muscles tensed, ready to bolt.
Okay, so one of the beastmen sort of reaches slowly out, and he reaches between the 2 of you, and he touches the wall, and he says, "Spider webs here." "Spiders don't talk," says the other one. He says, "These spiders talked." He's showing the spider web on his hand to the other guy, and he's like, "I
That's
heard the
some
spiders
pig. No, sorry.
You're
That was that was not
Somebody was
canon.
talking about it." Okay. So he's like, "You heard the spiders talking." And guys, well, okay, I heard the spiders talking. That's something we should report. Well, that's true. All right. Now, we're not going to go get in trouble for doing something stupid this time. We're going to go and report about the talking spiders. So the 2 of them make their way back out. Oh, did you start laughing, Emily?
No. That's a meta laugh.
The spiders
Not a character.
The spiders are even chuckling at it. I hate spiders. All right, so they're gone.
Can we
you
tell
guys
which
are-
way their footsteps went?
Yes. Oh, definitely. They went to they went out the door and to the left
Okay.
to go and
Let's
report.
go.
Let's go.
Was to the left towards the main gate or away from the main gate? Like, I
It
know
would-
we're above it, but
You're not. Yeah, you are to the okay. If you're looking at the monastery, you're to the right of the main gate, slightly.
So yeah, so that would
Okay.
have been to the left of us.
okay. Let's go to the
All right.
right.
Okay,
To the right.
to the right, because
To the right.
the gate would be to the left, and they went to the left.
Yeah,
Yes.
we just want to be away from them.
Okay, so you look down the hallway, and here's the 2 of them, and they're walking around this corner over here. And there's one more guy over here who appears to have somebody's belt pouch and is counting some money that he's got in there. And this is probably the one that killed Manfringens, and so now he's going through the thing. Now you guys, so he looks at you, and he says, "Oh my God, the wall's moving."
I'm gonna pick up a pebble and chuck it kind of down the hallway opposite where his two buddies went. So if they went off to the left there, I'm gonna chuck it kind of to the right to make a noise over there, just like skitter it along the floor.
Okay, so you skitter a rock along the floor, and it comes to rest right about here. But he's saying, "You guys, the wall's moving. There's a wall coming out of the door."
Can we keep walking sideways so that the wall looks like it's sliding across the hallway, like, and sealing it off right in front of us here?
Do you do that?
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna make the wall continue exactly that. Continue to go across the wall, so it blocks the passage, and then maybe starts to look all trippy, like maybe they've done some bad drugs, and then we're just gonna keep going the other direction away from that.
Okay, so he's looking down there, and you see his little goat eyes kind of widen at the whole thing, and he says, "Oh damn, never mind, guys." All right, so you guys, you were backing up this direction, as I understand it. Is that right?
Yeah.
I would hope we would have going to face that direction, so we could see.
Yeah.
All right, so you turn around, and so you're sort of at the end of the monastery here. There's a door, and then this is sort of the outside back wall. So you would not have been seeing this wall from the outside when y'all approached the front door originally. Whatever the front door would be on the far side of this door. This door is right next to the one that you guys came out of. All right, so you've got Dane is holding up the wall illusion behind you guys as you look at this door and the associated dead end. And so at that point, we're going to cut back over to Slate and to Curzim. And so you guys are making your way down the river in a way that would have surprised Bilbo Baggins. And so the wolves actually get into the river and swim for a little bit after you guys, but they sort of give up and get annoyed and swim back to the bank. And then a violent altercation breaks out among the beastmen up on the surface. So it's, from what little you can hear, when you do, accidentally, when your armor pulls you up to the surface and you have to swim your way back down again, it sounds like they're arguing about whether to go back or whether to keep looking for you guys. And so you float on down the river, and then you guys get back.
Oh no, we drowned.
It's dark underwater, to where you can see the monastery. All right, so here you are, and you've got no idea where your compadres are, but they're somewhere inside this place. Now, of course, you're looking much more up at it because you're at the bottom of the stair that leads up to these doors.
And I thought the river entered it somehow. Did I misunderstand that?
Yeah, the river. Well, the river comes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it does. But I guess it would have to be coming from a waterfall. So, so there's a waterfall. It's not a very big waterfall.
So, climb the waterfall, I guess, right?
Yeah. Now that takes a really high level rogue, though, to climb a waterfall.
Well, in 5th edition.
Fuck you, Walla. It's probably, I found it on the internet. It's from Cheater's Book of Cheating Cheats.
I'm saying climbing is athletic. It's strength based.
It's strength based. I've got a big enough bonus to climb water.
Well, I mean,
The rocks.
yeah, we could go along the side of it,
Yeah.
I guess.
And if he just floats in water, he'll just plop him in the river and just climb up.
Bob against it.
And he just bobs against the river.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, so y'all, if y'all go all the way, so then what happens is that that's right. So Curzim begins to go up the waterfall in his floating armor. But unfortunately, between the force of gravity and of slate, it's not carrying him up. So he's just sort of floating in the air about 5 feet over the surface of the rest of the water, with water hammering down on him. So he's making a great big splash fountain where he's floating upriver, except for the fact that you're holding him down. What do you do?
Well, if I climb up the rocks that are on outside of the water, and then he can just sort of kind of float alongside as I sort of pull him up.
Yes, that would work. Now it is a 100-foot cliff face up to the level of the monastery.
Well, how lucky are you feeling, buddy? Because I think we can go all the way up here. This isn't the first mountain I've climbed, but this is the first mountain I've climbed with the dwarf floaty. Oh,
it says Ian has just joined the call, so we have both Ian and Ian in the past, who is sitting next to Ian in the future. And I'm going to click on the picture of Ian in the past.
I've come from the future to tell you that this is a good plan and it succeeds.
So are you Ian Prime? Or never mind, it just went away. I guess you're Ian Prime.
Now
Ian,
I am.
Ian from the past eventually disappeared.
Well, alrighty then. Well, in that case, just hold on to your armor, and I'm gonna start climbing us up this very, very tall mountainside.
Okay, this would be a great time for me to use the dice tower.
Ooh.
Can we?
And then everybody can watch.
Is the water? The water is loud? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you just don't want to see me roll on the dice tower, do you?
Well, I just got to ask some questions, Jim. I'm trying to pad the roll. It's pretty loud?
Yes.
So we will use a hammer and pitons too to assist us.
You're going to use a hammer. Oh, look, there's my foot. I'll move that. All right. Hammer and pitons. How is she going to do that with a dwarf balloon?
He's attached to my waist.
Because you're basically like a helium balloon.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's not going to weigh me down significantly.
Not at all.
But he's going to be off to the side a bit, and I'm just going to be pulling him up, sort of, because I'm assuming he's going to try and stay in the water as much as possible, and I'm just going to go along the side. He's going to come with me.
Yeah.
And just keep himself from getting outside of the water by pushing himself off the edge.
Okay.
This plan is ridiculous. I like it.
It's the most ridiculous thing we've done so far. Let's do it.
Oh, I doubt that. I beg to differ there. All right, so we'll say that you've got to make one roll for each 20 feet.
And it's only 20 feet up?
No, it's 100 feet.
It's 100 feet up. So 5 rolls. You want to give me any of your clerical perks, or because I do have a.
I will. Yes, as a matter of fact. Wait a minute. I've got magic. No,
I can get really angry.
I am going to cast. Continue. I will be doing this over and over, but I am going to cast a spell on her.
Okay. Dice Tower's waiting.
To give her. I'm just looking for the right one. I'm sorry.
Is it guidance?
Yes.
Now that is a touch, I believe.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Is
So
it?
you're gonna have to.
Well, you
over
could.
to me.
We'll stretch it. Yeah, we'll stretch out our arms and.
Yeah. Well. Okay. We'll make this work.
She's climbing a vertical cliff, and your idea is that it'll help if you're holding her hand.
Every
To float over
every
and
20
get
feet, I'm
back.
going to give her. I'm going to touch her.
Okay.
Every 20 feet to give her a D4 added to her ability check.
Okay. So let's do the math on this little vertical venture of yours. So
20s. Do this.
you need to. Okay. So it's a DC. We're gonna say it's probably a DC 15 to climb 20 feet. And so you're trying to beat a DC 15. Now you've got what bonuses? You got a plus 1d4 as a result of Ian's spell, and then you have a base plus 6 on the athletics. All right.
Plus
So
do the pitons give advantage or reduce
We
DC?
scrapped that plan.
Oh,
Matt
okay.
laughed at it.
okay.
Matt's scoffing made us throw those pitons right in the river.
Worthless pitons.
They would not help the roll, but they might reduce the damage if there's a fall.
Like maybe you could catch yourself 20 feet down instead of all the way down.
Meh. Pitons are for those that don't trust themselves amongst the rocks, and these are my people.
These rocks are my people. And with that, you begin climbing your first 20 feet.
And you guys thought the inside group was doomed.
And it looks like you rolled a 13. So with a
Thank you, Brother Tom.
That's a 19 plus the additional 1d4. So you're 20 feet up, looking down. Doesn't look that far. You keep on going, up trying to make it up to the 40-foot mark. Now that is a roll of a 2. And so that's an 8 with the plus 6. And then even if you get a 4, it's only going to be a 12. So you fall 20 feet.
Grandma Maria letting you down.
I was gonna say, do we fall at that point, or do we just not get any higher?
You fall.
Oh.
All right. So each of you, well, okay. So the damage from that fall is going to be a total of 5 hit points. However, Ian, you only take 4 because you're buoyed up by the water.
All right.
All right. Are you going to start up again?
Maybe we'll use the pitons this time.
All right. So you go up 20 feet to hammer in your first piton. Up you go 20 feet. And we roll a 12. So you climb up no problem and you hammer in a piton. Then you start going.
Won't hurt so much.
That next difficult 40-foot mark where people are prone to screw up, but that gets you to a 14, and then Ian's spell is going to carry you up above a 15. So you get up to the 40-foot mark, bang in another python, up you go toward the 60-foot mark.
That's cocked?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
I'm just going to, I don't know if anyone wants to screenshot that or anything like that. But
that's why we
that looks cocked.
all right,
that
now
looks cocked to me, but that looks.
there's nothing for it to be cocked on. That's just the slight unevenness of the stones. So
Send Tom a complaint letter.
you guys fall. I know the tower is defective.
Dear Tom Tullis.
All right,
Thanks
so
for killing us.
So
put it the pitons.
you guys end up taking 5 points of damage from slamming against the cliff as you go down, but you are now still 40 feet up and can continue.
We do so.
So both of you mark off that damage, and then here, trying that 60-footer again.
I can't even see what that is.
I think it was a 20.
4.
Some bullshit.
And there's no way that can happen. So you guys fall back down. You're just having a problem with the 60-foot. You take 1 point of damage each. Try and get back up to that 60-foot mark again. That was actually a 13, that roll, which is going to get you up to the 60-foot mark. Up toward the 80-foot mark, you get a, what is that, a 5. 11. Roll a d4.
It's a 4.
It is a
Come
4. Okay, so you make it up to the 80-foot mark. And
Oh,
then
man.
trying to get up to the very summit, you roll a 6.
Oh, we're gonna need.
Christ, so we need a 3.
And 6 is 12. And so you need a 3 on a d4. You want me to roll it, or are you going to do it?
I just rolled it.
No.
Where is it?
Exactly a 3.
Okay. So you guys are in.
Whew.
You guys make it up to the very top. And so where you are now, let me switch over to the other camera.
Well, that was exhilarating. Tell you what, I don't like this water business though. It's messing up my grip.
You're telling me.
All right, so where you guys are after the ride to the ride up the waterfall, you are right here on the wall. And you're clinging to the side of the wall, and there's like a round spout, we'll say, where the water is coming out from its source within the monastery. And so you'll decide that.
How big is the spout?
The spout is about 3 feet in diameter, a circle, and you can't get in through that though because there's too much force of water, and there's no more. It's now sideways, so it's not pulling you upward anymore. And now it would just be holding you at the surface.
All right, I got a plan. How much do you weigh now? This isn't a personal question. I'm just curious. Because I'm gonna piton myself in real good, and then I'm gonna just toss you right to that doorway.
Wow, I've almost seen this in a movie.
I am 100% in.
This is gonna go great. I'm gonna still kind of give you about like 20 feet of rope. So just in case you don't make it,
I cast guidance.
You'll take both
again.
Now, are we gonna let Mad do this, the like rolling business? Because that dice tower is out to kill us.
I think his dice are horrible.
Yeah, his dice are the worst, and mine are.
I think that was a
pretty.
D10.
So like,
I think he was rolling a D10.
Hold on, we got to see all this showing off dice. So
they're so pretty.
Ooh, okay.
The light does not do this one justice, but it's blue and green.
You can sort of see that.
Anyway,
and I'm not even gonna do the whole stories about dice when I was a kid. Blah blah blah. I think everyone's heard it written on the internet, so we won't even do the old the old guy dice stories.
That's your next channel, Old Guy Dice Stories.
Old Guy Dice Stories.
That sounds weirdly pervy.
What?
It doesn't to me. That's probably because I'm an old guy who's got dice.
I'm on the same page with you, Emily. Though
I think you're alone on that one, Emily. I don't know.
No, I'm with her.
No.
Okay, it's a gender thing then apparently, because we've got all the guys.
Yeah.
All the guys are like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with that."
There's nothing wrong with handling sacks full of dice, guys. I don't see the problem.
Now you're
you're the one proudly cupping yours for the camera. Like, I don't know what.
Because my dice are beautiful.
Well, you're sleeping on the couch tonight, Gabe. Alrighty, so we're gonna figure out now what the official die roll is for throwing a dwarf, and that's probably gonna be something that a lot of people will want to know exactly how the numbers work on that. So,
what's the DC for dwarf tossing? In heavy armor.
We're gonna say that tossing a dwarf in heavy armor is gonna be a DC 25 strength check.
Okay, I would like to rage.
What if
He's gonna rage.
What?
If you miss, he's gonna just splatter on the wall. Like,
I give her guidance again?
All right, so she's got
D4
guidance, and then apparently somehow your assistant has to piss her off really, really badly, because you can't just rage over absolutely nothing.
I'm calling on the primal forces of nature inside of me to guide my hand to the other plot of stone that's so
To guide
dreadfully
the
out of
dwarf.
reach. Yeah,
To guide your dwarf.
I'm to guide this dwarf to
Could
the
it
stone
might
that
it
he's
might it
also
just
part
be
of.
easier to like swing me?
That would make a lot more sense.
It's a
What
lot
is
less
physics?
a
Look,
lot less fun for me, but
it is way less fun. You know what? If the throw doesn't work, we'll do the swinging thing because you're still.
I think we should start with the swing. This seems like a bad idea.
I have 8 intelligence for a reason, and I
let's
think we
ask the
should
chat
definitely
room.
throw you.
I think we should definitely check in with the chat room and decide
What?
whether they want to start the thing with throwing the dwarf or swinging the dwarf. No, but
I will accede to the chat room's decision for a DC 20.
Jim says that he is in fact on a rope, which is accurate. So toss him bola style. So I'm gonna whip him around.
Okay. You can do that. All right. So you pull him and you start swinging him around. And
I ball up. I ball up to help her out.
Okay.
Hold on to your beard. They fall right off if you don't hold on tight.
All right, so he goes sort of, if you look here at the picture on the camera, so he goes right around the corner of the monastery and hits the side wall around the corner. And then he swings back down and ends up in the waterfall as a result, and then floats up the waterfall and is now looking you straight in the eye after that little adventure.
Let's swing. Let's just swing me.
Well,
swing
the
me
bola
out.
style is I kind of like whip him up and then.
Yeah, but you need like 360 around your head, not above
Yeah,
the
it's
walls
probably
for
okay.
that.
Fine. Well,
Yeah,
I can do a 360 on the side.
You'd have to start by swinging him a lot to sort of get him going before you did the vertical
right.
over
And
there.
at that point,
All right,
And
we'll
that was
swing
how
it towards
Kurzum
the-
earned the nickname Bull Roar.
Well, all right, we'll swing it and we'll see what happens.
All right. So that's going to be only a DC 14.
and I cast guidance on her.
Okay. So you've got a plus 1 D4 and a plus 6, I guess it is, from the athletics. And I want to roll this because this is going to be fun. Let me switch over to my dice tower so that people can see the dice tower.
Please don't.
You don't like the dice tower?
I don't like it. Just
It
makes
is
me want to.
It's a cruel god.
I am gonna pink belly the hell out of Tom Tullis next time I see him.
Soon. I think in a month.
I'll switch dice. You want the purple dice?
Is that one a D10 as well, or?
It's speckled red and blue. It's a very nice die. You'll see it. When
All right, let's go for it.
It's the bottom. Okay.
I like the color purple.
All right,
Jesus
so it's
Christ!
You know what? Roll that beautiful D4 footage.
All right, so
Give me a
Curzum, it's not going to help.
I got a 3 on my.
You said the
Help
DC
you.
was 14, right?
I
All we
said-
need is that 4.
I said 15, and so here's so
Aren't you
here's-
raging?
Yes.
But the thing is that's whether she was able to do it by her own power, and so you get almost to it, Curzum, but then you are able to reach your arms out and grab the side of the staircase. Okay, so you're there, sort of in a Superman kind of pose, holding on. Well, no, then you fall down against the side. So you're basically your fingers are up over the top of the lip of the stairs, and you're hanging there, and there's a rope tied to your waist, and so there
I'll
you
try
are.
to climb up.
Okay, let's take a break, and we'll come back and see how things are doing.
Sweet Lord.
Poorly.
Poorly. The difference between
Okay, my dice are rolling like at least above a 10 because this is some.
I think he's using a D10.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm pretty
This
sure
is
that was a D10.
at least above a 5.
That was
All we needed was above a 5.
You guys decided to climb up a waterfall. You deserve a D10.
my understanding from the description last week was that the waterfall just entered the fortress. So
It did like start at the fortress.
yeah, it wasn't a small rain spigot leaving the fortress. So my bad.
You know, your floating arbor is still pretty clutch.
Yeah, that was my plan. That was the closest thing I got.
Floating up a waterfall, though, that's pretty amazing, too.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh man, that dice tower.
It's the tray is too tiny. It needs a bigger tray.
It really does.
So,
We're definitely
Yeah.
printing ours the bigger tray.
yeah, that's what they say about Tom, though. That he's got a tiny tray.
Oh. Does he
So-
watch these? Because that's
We printed the dice tower with the exact same tray that Matt has right now.
Mhm.
And the very first test roll I did with my D20 on it came out as a 1. And I sent Tom a picture of it saying, like, your product is defective and I would like a refund, please. And he said, no, that's working as intended. Friends of Skeeter Green do not deserve good rolls, or something to that effect were his words. So apparently he's got that built in. Thanks, Skeeter.
Thanks,
He's talking
Skeeter.
smack about Skeeter.
I can turn my camera back now. Hello.
I was desperately trying to change my Google profile pic to the dwarf pic that Matt like pixelized of you, Gabe, so that I could turn off my camera and it would just be while you were doing it before. I was trying so hard, but it just would not work. I'm gonna try again because it was hilarious.
Did you guys hear that Google Plus is going away? Finally.
It's been dead for a while now. It's official.
Yeah, that's official.
When is the officially not doing it? Like when's it gone?
Oh, let me double check. Because they had a massive security breach, but it doesn't really matter because nobody used it. But
Yeah, like, and what did you keep on there that was like,
right?
oh, you posted some stuff about Swords and Wizardry? Usually, like the Swords and Wizardry Google Plus page is mostly just Rocky and I refusing entry to a bunch of random Indian profiles who are like a cross between softcore porn and cat pictures. And they're like, no, I don't think you're into this. Sorry, move along. So, it is what it is. But yeah, we haven't, I don't know. Google Plus failed with that one. There was a rumor Hangouts was going to go south too, but I guess not.
Thank goodness. Hangout's still pretty solid.
Yeah, a couple of years ago they were talking about that, but then when the same time they were talking about not updating Chrome. So I don't think they'll. Who knows? Hey, and we cleared out half of those dudes from the fort too, by the way.
That was clutch.
Luckily, we have no illusions.
We can still go through and just meat grinder the place.
That's the plan.
Good.
I still have a fair amount of spell slots left.
You guys had the perfect opportunity to just like take out 2 of them. And you didn't.
Well, the thing is, you don't know how many of those 2 are going to call.
None if you kill them.
Yeah. Apparently, all it takes is one sword swipe right through the middle, and they're just out.
Yeah, they're quarter hit die creatures.
Well, the thinking that led us to walk directly up to the front door of this castle. So I don't know.
It didn't help that Emily disguised herself as one of the people that they were killing.
Yeah. That was pretty bad decision. However, this time I have a plan. I
Uh-oh.
can now. I'll do disguise self on myself as a beastman.
So
As
you
a
know, you realize
As a
that
halfling wearing a skin suit.
I
You
was
realize
gonna say,
Yes,
like,
instead of
disguise self
wearing
has
the
a height
skin-
limitation. You might be like a baby.
and you also no, Matt might allow that, but you realize that first guiding bolt I shoot off is probably going to hit you. Then Matt will be
Probably.
like, and it's Emily.
Well, maybe, but we'll do the prisoner scheme. So I'll pretend Gabe is my prisoner.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna hit you first.
I think Gabe is your prisoner.
We don't know what you're doing, okay? My goal is to find a way to get you in here. And
We're gonna go through the front door as God intended. I'm gonna get another beer for this. I'm sure Matt's gonna say situation again. We need more rules for this drinking contest because
we definitely have a situation.
The audience should be suggesting terms.
The terms.
If he says dice tower, how about that?
Yeah, Dice Tower is a good one.
Every time he says, "I'm going to the dice tower."
anytime he says dice tower, just anything involving dice.
Okay, that's how you get alcohol poisoning.
And then how about if he says,
It
"Do you
makes
want me to
everything
do all
else
that, or
worthless.
do you want?" Oh my goodness. I see why Zach built on this one.
Yeah, it's fine. These things need to be refrigerated.
So the one thing we learned from Zach Smith is that the old school way to survive these situations is to not show up.
Clearly. Well, we don't know. He could have died off screen.
He could have died off screen.
I mean, he never had an opportunity to hide from the hunting party because he wasn't here.
Meanwhile,
This is
just in the
true.
event of Zach or being torn apart by wolves.
That would be great.
Not Albrecht, Zach.
Just no, that's and it would be Kylie.
All right. So I know that Ian is at least within hearing of his scream. And all right, so the situation that we have.
Drink.
Ah, shit. Okay, fine. Apparently, I have some words that I
Sorry.
use on a repeated basis. It's good to know. All right, so here we are. This is the view from the outside. The actual view that you guys have right now, as we recall, is that you are looking at the dead end corner, which does have a door in the side, and behind you, you're holding up basically an illusionary wall. And there is a guy with a goat head who's sort of tripping out at the fact that there's this illusionary wall there. So what do you do?
Can we listen at the door?
Yep. Okay, so you go up and you listen at the door. Let me roll to see. All right. You hear somebody saying, "Well, it sounds like the wolves might be on their way back, but they're still a long way away." Do you hear something?
That was fast.
Do you hear something splashing?
Splashing.
Now, was that a Hammerstall accent that I heard?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was actually, but so.
Oh yeah, no, okay, I got you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go for the plan, Dane. The plan.
Which plan is this?
Where I'm gonna disguise myself, and you're gonna be my prisoner, and we'll just breeze on through.
You're right, says another voice that's a long way down the hall, back where the goat man says, "There's spiders talking."
Just go through the door. We'll figure it out.
the door. There's someone in the door.
There's
And
someone
that's
that way
when the
too.
door opens, and two beast men come out, and they say, and they look at you guys, and they say, "It's not spiders. It's two hobbits."
I'm just gonna look at Dane and laugh.
What do you do?
Hobbit.
Yes, we're the inspection crews. Yes, we are inspection crew sent by Commander. He has asked us to check on the troops.
Spider
Oh.
inspection. Spider inspections.
Why are you not at your posts?
Well, we heard that there were talking spiders, and we thought we'd go see this.
Talking spider. Have you been doing drugs?
Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay. When that door was open, was there anything of note?
All you could see was a wall through the corner.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door, kind of forcefully.
Okay. They open the door again. One of the beastmen is. Hi.
I told you we are sent to do inspection. You can't just close door on inspection. That's not how it works.
Why can't I close door?
But it's more difficult to be inspected that way. Oh, I knock on the door again.
Yes.
I want to look behind them. Is there anything of note behind them while I inspect behind this guy? Okay, I inspecting you.
There is another window on the inside as you sort of, try and peek around to see what's in there. It's one more beast man and then another window, but it's a room but he's really big, so you can't, you sort of look in and trying to look. But it looks pretty much like the room, the other room that you were in.
Oh, okay. Well, like I say to Backpack, because I've forgotten the real name already. Okay, take Zephna. Yes, Agent Zephna. Take note. Subjects did not want to be inspected. Thank you for your time, I suppose. I have a good guard duty, I guess. We'll check back with you later. I will issue my report to Commander. Have a good day.
Okay. And then you close the door. Okay.
Oh, and I whisper to Zephna, fuck. Okay.
Well, that worked once or twice.
Okay.
Do you think you can keep it up?
I have lots more bullshit where that came from, but I don't know. Okay. So we can I
think I do hear something, says a voice behind you.
What?
Okay. I turn back behind us. I let go of illusion, be like, okay, very good. You are able to see, identify illusionary wall. Perfect. That is, Zephna, take note. Subjects were able to identify illusionary wall. Commander will be very pleased with you two. Now, if you will excuse us, we have to continue our inspection.
Yes. Promotions to Hey You granted.
Okay. Are you all able to see my camera?
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap.
I didn't think that you were looking at the camera when you gave that.
No, now we're seeing it.
I was too busy just expelling this solid waste.
You just broke that.
I'm sorry.
I'd just like to take this time to remind you to beware the Iron Beast. Back to you, Gabe.
Thanks.
Okay.
We do remember back several episodes with Beware the Iron Beast. Okay.
So Zephna,
all right. So Dana just turned around and said, "Yes, go. You can go." So he sort of looks at you and he says, "I am the commander, and I see we don't have a problem with spiders. We have a problem with hobbits."
Okay. First of all, that's racist. You should not call her that. She is halfling. They get very upset when you say that. They get very snarly. Anyway, it wouldn't be such a good inspection if everybody knew about it. Have you not heard of surprise inspection?
So it's a surprise inspection.
Yes, for everybody, and that includes you. I'm sorry. These things have to be done this way.
Well, look, clean hands. And he holds out his hands, and 2 bolts of lightning shoot out.
Okay.
One at each of you. So I'm now looking in rule books. And
Oh. You guys were doing so good too.
okay, so make a
In your benefit, though, aren't there beastmen behind you that the lightning bolt might hit too?
They're in the room or on the
They
hallway.
went back in the
They
room.
closed the door. You know,
All right.
doors basically just impenetrable.
all right, so
And
make a DC 16 saving throw, each of you, dexterity.
I fail mine.
where is mine? Oh, there it is. I also fail mine.
Okay. So each of you takes, let's see. $23 points of damage.
Okay.
What?
Okay, so big, blasts of lightning
Holy crap.
come out, convulsed sparks fly everywhere. The spider webs on the walls catch fire. You hear little tiny screaming voices from the webs. Where the spiders
The spiders do talk.
They're all dead now. So, all right. I think you guys are both still alive after that, right?
Yeah.
Barely.
All right, roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm on 18.
Okay.
I am also on 18.
I think you probably go before I do.
Well, he's on 20.
Oh fuck.
Fuck
so-
indeed.
So he steps forward. And you can now see that there are policemen behind him.
Nice crotch
And,
shot.
Let's see. It was a crotch shot before. Was one of the
It
reasons we
was.
moved
Now this
forward
is-
with it. We had a great big old metal cod piece. And actually, you all know the story about the Earth Elemental in one of the Wizards of the Coast miniatures lines. The sculptor made a rock that was very clearly
Something that rhymes with rock.
yeah, pretty much. All right. So he attacks. He's got 2 attacks.
Mhm.
He's going to hit each of you with one of them. So let's see. He's got plus 7. So 21 against you, Dane.
Yeah.
All right. That's 3d8, 9, and 7 is you take 15 points.
Okay. That will completely eat up my armor of Agathis, and he will take 15 cold damage back.
Ooh. And it's not one of the things that he's resistant to.
Fancy.
All right, so he's down 15. He's like, what the hell? Ow!
It's not supposed to work that way.
Oh.
Pain goes outward. All right, and then, okay. Zephna is certainly hit because that's like over 20.
Uh-oh.
So you take 15
I'm dead. I'm down.
and
Oh,
5.
man.
So you take 20 points.
All right.
All right, so you are unconscious. That was only
Yep.
1 hit, so it couldn't have. I mean, you don't have 40 hit points, so that it didn't do double yours. So you are unconscious, but not fully dead.
Correct.
In 18, Dane, what do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna try and pick up backpack.
Okay,
She's pretty light, right?
very
I'm gonna cast gaseous form,
okay.
and then I'm gonna slide my way underneath the door just to
Alright.
our right.
Now I do, and I hate to be a spoiler, and this would totally
Sure.
work in original D&D, I think, but I'm not sure. The question being whether she also goes gaseous or not.
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out.
I can't see. I can't find my rule book anywhere.
So the wording is that you transform a willing creature you touch, which is me in this case, along with everything it's wearing and carrying, into a misty cloud for the duration. So
I mean, is a corpse a creature?
I don't know if she counts as something else at this point. It's up to you whether she falls through my gaseous grasp.
I think if she was fully dead, I mean, if you killed her, that would work. But I think if she is another living creature, then it's not something where, you know, you can all join hands and get the multiple effect of the spell. So given that it's not going to work because she's not all the way dead, what do you want to do?
What did you decide giving somebody a potion?
You know, one of the funniest jokes in the world, okay, is two guys are hiking. One of them gets bitten by a snake, right? And so he falls down and goes into convulsions and then stops moving. And the other guy calls up on the sort of 911 from the mountains. And he says, my buddy is dead. He got bitten by a snake. He's dead. What do I do? And they said, well, okay, calm down, calm down. First of all, make sure he's dead. And so there's a minute, and then they hear a loud bang, and then he gets back on the phone, and he goes, okay, he's dead. What next?
I don't do that. But this might be close. So remind me what action feeding somebody a potion is? Because I've got an omnibus special.
It would be...
Can I do that and still cast my gaseous form? That's the really important thing.
No.
Ah, shit.
I think you could take a potion yourself and do that.
That's reasonable.
Time to take a potion.
Well, no, I think time to cast gaseous form. Backpack, I will come get you if I can, and I go gaseous.
Okay.
And I slither my way underneath the door, and I try to take you with me, but my gaseous fingers just can't do it.
Okay, so you swoop under the door, and so you are now... now you've got two doors that you can pick. Do you want to go into the one that has the two beastmen, or the one right around his feet, which is the one where the window was that you came in from? Because that's actually right there, basically.
I'm gonna go underneath the doorway that was just right next to me. So not the one that we came from.
All right. So you're in with the two beastmen.
Yep.
So you're hiding out in there.
Unless there's like a nice crack in the floor or something that I can go through.
There is, yeah, sure. I mean, you can head downward if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm going through the floor.
Okay, so down you go through the floor, and it takes a while to sort of find your way through the wall because you go through one crack and then you guys sort of follow along and then go through another crack. But eventually you're able to seep your way into the area underneath. And so let me hang on a second. Moving the camera.
Hey, we were so close.
It's going really well.
Are now
in our defense, it was a long way up.
All right, so you're down here, and this is the gatehouse room. Now that you look around, and so there are the gates leading out.
Okay. Well, I will slither my way out through the door, assuming we just want to continue on. I don't have a whole lot of movement in gaseous form, but assuming nothing else happens, I'm going to be making my way outside.
Okay. So you seep under the gates, and you hear someone talking. Whoa! I just went on. Somebody mute me. Okay. So someone is out there saying, yeah, I think I can hold on, but my fingers are going to get really tired really fast. And you look to the side, and you see 10 little sausage fingers. Well, really, you see 8 little sausage fingers clinging right over the edge of the staircase.
Oh, a hammerstraw dwarf. Or yeah, hammerstraw.
Yeah.
I can't actually talk while I'm in gaseous form. I guess. Oh God.
If only I weren't in gaseous form and could step on these fingers.
No. Oh my God. No.
Wow, he's a Ravenclaw, not a Slytherin.
I try and pull like the fingers up, or like I grab them to help them up, but they just go through my gaseous fingers.
Okay, so Slate, you're looking over, and a slightly greenish-looking cloud flows out from underneath the gate, starts to go down the stairs, does a double take, whisks itself sort of in a little tornado toward Curzim, and then tendrils of it start reaching down toward Curzim. What do you do?
You may want to pull yourself up. Yeah, you know, like all quick, like. Can you do that, or do I just have to come on over there? Because you're about to get attacked by one of them tornadoes.
I will attempt to pull myself up.
All right, roll a d20 and add your athletics to it.
My what?
Athletics. It's an athletics check.
I don't have athletics, so I have a
Whatever you have in strength.
13.
Okay, so Curzim sort of swings from side to side, and he kicks his leg up, and he swings again, and kicks his leg back up, and his heel catches on the side, and he starts to pull himself up, and then his heel slips, and he just sort of is left there swinging from the edge of the thing as the gaseous tornado shape continues to caress his wrists.
Well, okay, all right. I'm gonna climb on over there. Can you hang on tight, like all real tight, like that dwarf is your mother's tit. Just hang on there.
I will.
I'll try guidance on myself, and I'll try again.
Okay, you're going to self-guide.
As soon as I can, I'm going to go corporeal and just like stop concentrating on my gaseous form and try and help him.
Okay, well, before you make that decision, you are starting to hear now somebody says, hey, something's happening over at the gate.
I have a 15.
All right, so while you're looking up, Gabe, you hear this sudden scrabbling noise, and Curzim sort of rolls onto the little platform there and then onto his feet.
I give him 2 gaseous thumbs up.
All right, you get 2 gaseous thumbs up from. So here we are. We've got Curzim here. We have gaseous Dane here. We have Slate over on the wall. Emily, make your first death save.
And can I start making my way over?
Wait, let's find out the death save first.
Oh, okay.
You want to know my death save?
Yeah, what's your death save? I can't see it. Hold on a second. Let me click on it. Is that a 1?
Yup.
Oh, no.
No,
No.
that's the worst one to make.
What is the effect of a 1 on a death save? I know it's
2
failed.
failures.
2 failures. Okay, so you're 1 more failure
Oh, no.
away, which is really not good.
That's what got steep.
And so yeah, so there's that, and then you hear somebody yelling, "Quick, wheel the boiling oil cauldron over." Initiative. All right, we'll do initiative. So all right, they've got that number. What do you guys roll? Okay, Gabe's got a 20. Ala is totally flat-footed. Ian's got a 17. And all right, so everybody, okay, that was the roll you needed there, Emily.
Right.
All All right. So the two dwarves on the threshold of the stairs there are both going before the oil. So what do you do? Gabe, I think you were first with that. 20.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm still gaseous, so I guess I'm going to go off to the side and up, like just away from where the oil is going to come down, I guess, so it won't splash on you, but I'm still in the area.
Such a gassy lassie.
Yeah.
All right. So you sort of flatten yourself against the wall over here. Is that sort of what you mean?
Yeah, and I fly up so that I won't get any
Okay,
splash.
so-
So I figure there's like an overhang over us, right?
Yeah, there's the place where the there's like machicolations up there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of hide up in those things.
Oops, that's crazy. Okay, so you're up in the upward direction, and what do you do?
Oh, can
Ian, what do you do?
The door is open.
The door is not open, but it's right. The door is not open. He went under it.
Okay, I move forward and enter the door if I can.
Yep, you push the door open, step inside.
And can I cast a spell too?
Yeah.
I cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. So you have opened the doors, you zip inside, and cast spiritual weapon. All right. So there's your hand poking through the door. That's perfect. So you've cast spiritual weapon, and there you are. An enormous quantity of boiling oil pours down all over the threshold, and does nothing to either one of you. Next round, roll initiative. You hear them yelling, "Quickly to the windows with your bows!"
Wait, do I have to roll another death save this round, or is it the
Yes.
next round?
No, it's now. Yeah, because we just rolled initiative.
Can I start making my way
Oh.
closer?
What'd you get?
Is it the polar opposite?
Is that a 20?
It's
Oh my
20.
God.
Nice. All right. So you regain consciousness.
I
And-
do?
Yes, you go directly with a
I
20.
do.
you go
Oh, I thought it
directly.
was two
Nope.
successes.
Nope.
Oh. All right.
Generally, the 20s are in 5th edition. The 20 they seem to have had the idea that the 20s do more
Better.
for you than the ones do badly for you. Seems to be the way that they were thinking when
Yeah.
they organized it.
I'll roll with it.
Yeah. So so you peek an eye open, and it's just like fucking last time that this happened, where you wake up again, you're all alone.
Gabe has abandoned me yet again.
That's right. Gabe has headed out. There are enemies running around trying to kill other people than you, and they've not paid attention to actually killing you. So you see a bunch of beastmen with longbows running over to the windows. And so they are where you are right now. And I am going to have to move the camera again. So bear with me.
I was gonna say, can I start moving towards the entrance, even though it's covered in hot oil?
Yes.
Just move it a little bit closer.
Okay. So on the Emily eye view, yeah, because we skipped you on that initiative. You were in 5. So yeah, you can take a full or a double movement sideways and get all the way over to the edge of it if you want after the boiling oils come down.
Yeah, I'll get pretty much close to the edge of it.
Okay.
And then on my turn, on my next turn, I'll like hop on over and get in there.
All right. So, and then that round in which you're going to hop is the one that we're now beginning, in which Emily looks over and sees that these two beastmen here have taken out longbows and are now getting close to the window, and they're going to be shooting at somebody who's outside. What do you do, Emily?
Can I turn my head the other way and see what's on the other side?
Yes.
Oh, hello. I am just gonna keep laying here,
Okay.
Play dead. Play dead.
playing dead.
Okay. So so you lift your head up, you look sideways, and
Just
look
barely.
like I'm dead. Fuck it, I'm dead. Look at me be dead. All right.
I will bite my own tongue and drool blood out of my mouth.
Okay. Yeah, so actually the big iron foot steps over you and into the room because it's apparently wanting to give advice or commands or something like that to the two beastmen that are in there. So it's sort of directing combat operations, and he says, kick their asses just like last time.
How courteous of him to not step on my body.
He doesn't want to get halfling all over in his like gears and stuff. Ugh. Takes forever to wash out.
He says, see if you can find that hobbit that escaped. 100 gold pieces to anybody who puts an arrow through that hobbit. All right. In this round, what were the initiative rolls?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got a 15.
Okay.
13.
What did you get, Gabe?
I'm on a 1. I'm sorry.
On 1. Okay. So they're going first. And all right, they're apparently holding their initiative, looking for targets. Okay, so and Emily, when are you going in this round? You're muted. Okay, 19. All right, Emily, it's you. What do you do?
Shit. I might as well just try this. I'm gonna try and do a suggestion on the big guy.
Okay. What's his saving throw?
His saving throw is it's gonna be a wisdom 14.
I think you need to go to the dice tower for that with one of those D10s.
Yeah, hang on. Let me find out what.
Wait, isn't that another drink?
That's a charm, right? All right. So
That
what
is-
is your?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like charm.
Okay. So
monsters aren't affected by it.
all right. So what is the suggestion you make?
To call off the attack and tell everybody to go downstairs and take the night off and get some rest.
Okay. So
Take the night off.
Have yourselves a good night out of the town.
okay. So he all right, so there's basically a so the way you're looking at it. So he looks down at you, and he says, "I never let them take the night off."
Shit.
It was awfully persuasive sounding, but the fact of the matter is that I'm not vulnerable to that sort of spell. And he reaches down and grabs hold of you and picks you up.
I'm gonna flop like I'm dead and he was just hearing things.
He says, now we're going to go cook you in some hot oil. I have some ready right over here at over the gate. And starts, so he turns around, starts walking this way with you held in his grasp. All right, that was in, so that was, that's going on in 18. And so back in the camera. All right. So here we are back at the front of the monastery. They're waiting for a target. Who is next in the thing, or who wants to do?
It's Allah.
Yeah, and it
so-
should be right next to that edge.
Yes. Right. So you are over here, only slightly lower, higher, same level.
So
that was a choice between 3, not a yes no.
slightly lower.
Okay, slightly
initially,
lower.
And then she's gonna pull herself up and rush for the door.
Okay, so you pull up, you rush, you're in the room now with Curzon.
And I'm gonna draw my gran.
Okay. So here you guys are in the downstairs room. You
Did
draw
we-
Gran.
I don't see any. Where are the enemies?
I don't
Well,
see
so-
anything.
There's nobody in the room right at this point.
Is there a door out? I'm assuming.
There is a door. I mean, this
With-
is the door to get out once you've come in.
Well,
Are there
gonna-
any other doors?
There's
Yeah.
just the one. There's just the great big one on the one side of the room,
And then this one?
and then there is the little one over here. And what happens is that enemies, that manage to get into this room can then be killed from the murder holes in the ceiling.
yeah. So I'm just gonna barrel through and see if I can get that door open with the sheer bulk of my body.
Okay, so charging forward. There you go. You managed to make it through. You are in a sort of a courtyard. So you're looking to the left, and there's this, and there's like the tower that goes up there. That is an indentation only. It's not actually a tunnel. And then you've got like a little stable thing, and then there's another door leading in over there. So that's what you're able to see of that area. You're out of the room. You got out of the room in whatever your initiative number was. Who is next?
Me.
Okay, what do you do?
I follow her out.
Okay, so you're also out in the courtyard here.
Do we see stairs or anything up on the side where the...
Well, there's a couple ways you could go in. There's no stairs, no external stairs, but there is this entrance into the area. Plus, there's a door over to the other side.
Well, we want to go back into the wall, like where they've been dropping oil on us and stuff.
Well, they've been dropping oil from upstairs.
Yeah. So if there's a different hallway in that side though.
I'm not sure if you're understanding the layout or if I am misunderstanding what you're saying, but
I'm not understanding the layout. I know. I get.
Yeah,
that.
for some reason I thought we were closer to Gabe and.
So I came
Back.
from directly above. So you better go up somehow.
Right. So you guys are on basically the ground floor, and there is so here's what happened. You walk in the double doors, through a chamber, out a door, and that puts you in a courtyard.
So we want to see what's to our left and right, I guess.
Right. So to your left, there's another entry into an L-shaped building. Okay.
Is that flush with the wall that we came in?
No, it's not. Here's the layout. Can you see?
Yeah. Okay.
That's the door you came out of. This is the door that you are seeing directly to your left. So you're stepping out of the door and into the courtyard, looking to the left, there's that way, and then looking to the right, there's this stuff over here.
And that's the door we came in, that one on the right?
This is the door you came in. Okay. Turn it around. Okay. Go out this door, one entry here, and one entry further down.
We want to go to that. That's the door we want to go to.
Okay. So you go past Slate, and you arrive at this door here.
All right. Open it if I can.
I think you have done enough in this. No, I think you still got one action left. Okay, so oops. So you open up the door, and you look inside, and it is a large chamber, and the problem is it has no other doors, and it does contain beastmen. So, beastmen.
Focus nicely on those guys.
There are 3 of them in there, and that's where your initiative will end. Dane, what are you doing?
I guess on my initiative, I'm going to slither my way in through the door behind them.
On the downstairs level?
On the downstairs level.
Okay, on the upstairs level, as this is going on, you're hearing somebody say, "We're going to throw you in the oil and cook you, hobbit."
Oh, God.
Don't cry, you're not dead yet.
That's awful. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that by myself, though.
I don't either. I'm waiting to find out.
Yeah, so I'm going to continue slithering behind my allies.
Okay. Here we go. I would be doing the same exact stuff.
In
Gabe.
true Ravenclaw fashion.
Well, hey, okay.
No, hey, I am all in favor of people, not going into situations where they can't figure it out and are going to die.
You say that, but you also drive it home to all the viewers and my friends that I'm abandoning my ally.
No, I don't. I
Okay.
don't. The rest of all of your party members drove it home.
Oh, okay.
I was entirely in favor. That is exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, well, I'll live it down or I won't. But I slither into the hallway behind my allies.
Okay.
I can't go very far. I can only just probably go inside the door and a little bit further.
Okay, so you're directly under the murder holes.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm just going to double move and keep on going.
Okie dokie. All right, so you find yourself in the courtyard with the others. Emily, what are you doing?
Struggle.
She's frying.
Well, yeah. Is he okay? So what is this? What is the pot that he's bringing me to?
There are 3 cauldrons set up in a room. One of them has already been used to empty out. There is another one who they're all mounted on little wood cart type things. So they've rolled another one up, and you see one of the beastmen looking over the edge. Just let me switch over to the me cam. So you see 2 of them looking down over the edge, going, "I don't see any. Do you see any? I don't see any. Do you see any? I didn't see anybody." And then there's another one who's looking down through the murder holes, and you see him sort of, his head suddenly moves sideways like this, and he goes, "We've got movement." And there is a third, the second full cauldron of boiling oil is the one that you guys are headed over toward.
And so is that one? Is it like on the ground, or is it like on a ledge, like ready to be poured? Or
the one he seems to be headed for is the one that would be used for dumping down the murder holes.
Okay, so it's on the ground, and they dump it down the hole on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will. Okay, I'm gonna go with my plan that I've been wanting to do all freaking night.
Okay.
I'm gonna do disguise self on myself while he's holding me.
Okay.
Because I don't care about his opinion of me right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna disguise myself to look like a baby beast man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start crying and wailing and say, "Daddy, Daddy, the mean man wants to kill me," to the beastmen at the window.
Okay, the beastmen turn around and they look at all this, and yeah, they're all like, "Hey, I don't think you want to do that, metal man." And they slowly start taking out, axes and swords and things like that. All right,
All
so that's where Emily is. And meanwhile, downstairs in the courtyard, you guys are looking at the three beastmen down here. What do you do? Roll initiative. Emily, go ahead and roll initiative too. Where are all of my 20-sided dice?
The D10s, you mean?
With the 10-siders in the dice tower?
Y'all suck.
I don't think you ever had any D20s.
I tell you what, at the moment I don't. Where'd they all go? Here they are. There's all three of them. Explain that. All right. I know what I've got. I rolled my die in the dice tower. So I'm going late and around.
Thank you, Tom Tullis.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I put the thing together wrong. I don't know.
No, Gabe's was doing the same thing you said.
It's true. That tower rolls very poorly.
We'll definitely we'll have a chat with Tom about that. Tom is Fat Dragon Games. If anybody doesn't know, the Fat Dragon Games makes all of the terrain that you're seeing here. They make the files for it. Okay, so when are we going? What are our?
I'm on a 20.
Okay, go ahead. What do you do?
So, Kristen managed to open that door, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna hoof right through it.
Okay. And you're charging through and attacking?
If there's guys there to attack?
Yeah, there's three of them. There's three beastmen in the room.
Just those three?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna turn on my blender.
Okay.
Just three?
So you rage and leap forward.
I mean, I'm gonna. I say blender, but I can't actually blend yet, so just gonna chop.
Okay.
Or not chop. It's a hammer. So just like swing a giant piece of rock at the one in the very front.
Okay.
Oof. I don't know if a 14's gonna do it though.
I think it does.
Grant's a hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was an axe.
Nah. Grant's just a big piece of granite on a stick.
Yeah, this is. I learned how alphabetization worked in like second grade. And,
I still have not mastered it.
it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's something that. R comes after.
Oh, I have to sing the whole alphabet every time.
I do sometimes whenever I'm. Okay, here we go. It is armor class 13, so yeah, that's a hit.
13 points of damage.
Oh! It's still up. But you smashed him so hard that he's all misshapen and different, all kinds of, there's places on him that just don't, fit the aesthetic ideal of Michelangelo anymore. They didn't in the first place because he was really ugly, but
I'm gonna make y'all one with the stone. Y'all are gonna need to hang on to whatever y'all love, because I'm gonna stone you guys so hard with my grand. All right, I'm done.
Stone them. That
was
sounds
awesome.
like something just Steve would say.
No,
Okay.
I meant like literal stone, like my forefathers and my foremothers specifically. So,
Wait, you have 4 mothers?
well,
that's the way things work in the elemental plane of Earth. I mean, you don't be, dissing on Zorn.
yeah, there's no judgment here. This is just how we do family units. Just because it's a little different, because we're all related to the same igneous stone. It don't mean shit. I don't know stone shit. I don't know. Go to game for stone terms.
Those genasi really make the bedrock.
You did good geology.
That was terrible.
Gabe, you win.
No, there's actually a very famous genasi publication called The Art of Seduction.
God damn it, Gabe. Just rock puns. Okay, I'm done. I shouldn't have made the rock person. I should have gone with some other element that could have.
Okay. Yeah, two really bad geology puns later. And I applaud you, Gabe. So Slate has bashed the crap out of one of these guys. Who is next on the initiative roster?
I'm a 16.
Okay, it's you.
All right, so I send the spiritual weapon after the guy on the left.
Okay, the one
the apes.
The one that's damaged, or one a different one?
A different one.
Okay.
And I've got 25 to hit him.
That'll be a hit. Damage?
And I do max damage. So I do total. Weapon go. I do 11 damage to him.
Okay. He is still standing also.
He got poked so hard though by that finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the finger just flicked him in the head, and then I will do Toll the Dead on the ugly one that I won't steal her kill. On the same one,
Totally fine.
I'm going to do Toll the Dead to him.
Okay.
So it's a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
I bet he doesn't have a negative. Oh, he saves.
All right, nothing happens.
Okay.
He hears my dwarven bell go thunk and not vibrate.
All right. Who is next and when? When are you going, Gabe?
I'm on a 2, but Emily is before me on a 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they go before that. So we get. So Slate's the only one that's in actual combat with him. So they all attack Slate. What's your armor class, Ala?
17.
Okay, so that's 2 misses and 3 misses. All right, so they leap on you and hammer on you and swords, and it looks like a La Machine over there, Curzim. And then when all the dust dies down, you see Slate breathing a little heavily, and all of them are like exhausted from the completely useless assault on the Genasi. So then we go to Emily, and okay, but it was their initiative before that. So all right, so the metal guy holding you looks around at his beastmen, and he says, "It's foolish of you all to try and oppose me on anything, but I'll tell you what, we'll at least give it a chance." And he throws you out the front window.
Featherfall.
Nice.
Okay. So you go 20 feet from the window, and then you feather fall and you slowly drift down 100 feet to the outside of the monastery. And I applaud you, because that is awesome. That is fucking awesome. Because I did not know you had feather fall.
Wow. This yeah.
Such a good spell.
I did not know you had feather fall, so that is so freaking awesome. All right. Meanwhile, downstairs, it's now who? Ian, or is it Gabe? It's
Gabe.
you, isn't it? Yeah, Gabe. What do you do?
Okay, so am I still underneath the murder holes part of this construction?
You are, because you have the slow movement rate. So you've just heard Emily thrown out the front window.
How many times are you going to make me not go help her? Well,
Hey,
I continue going away. I go away from this.
I spent like 20 minutes at a convention repeating over and over again, Emily's dead, as I was going around the thing. So she's real used to...
Oh,
Yeah, you rubbed it in good, Matt.
I did. I didn't mean to, but I certainly admit that was the effect of it that I did not think about until after about the 5th time. You were like, I know I'm dead.
Okay, so paint me a picture here about how much of the ceiling here is murder holes before I get to a spot that is not murder holes as I'm continuing along this pathway.
Well, where you're going through is a about a 30 by 30. Yeah, it's a 30 by 30 area. Pretty much all of it is covered by murder holes. But if you want to move this round, then you can do that.
Well, so if I like stop concentrating on gaseous form and just book it with my little Pietro Kai feet, will I be able to get out of murder hole range by then and like over to my allies, or?
You can catch up to where they are at this point just with another double move.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna just stop concentrating, double move, and then we establish I can use a bonus action drink a potion.
Yes.
Okay, I'll drink the Omnibus Special. It's a healing potion plus. That's all I know.
Okay. So you get back 12 points.
I pop.
And give me a moment. You want me to? Okay. So you want me to roll this in the dice tower or not?
I don't know. Is high good? Because
It's sort of pretty much random.
Well, let's go with the tower
I wrote down a bunch of. Okay. Right.
Okay.
You are a 6-foot-long raccoon.
Okay. Can I still cast spells? Like, can I talk?
You got fingers. Yeah, you can talk.
Am I wearing all my gear just as a raccoon, or is it all part of me now?
You're wearing all of your gear, and it somehow fits the raccoon. So I mean, you're like Rocket Raccoon. I don't know.
Okay.
This is amazing. I would just want to stay raccoon.
it might be permanent.
I don't know what this did, but
That's true. We don't know.
I feel better.
I can roll that. We'll give it a.
Oh, hold on. Very important question.
Yes.
Do I still have a beard?
Yeah.
Okay. We're good. Everything is fine.
All right. Well, you've got a 95% chance that this is not going to be permanent. So it's not particularly likely. But we'll go over to the infamous Dice Tower of Doom. And hold on. Hit the button. All right, so here we are at the Dice Tower of Doom. We're going to just discover whether or not it's a permanent effect that you are a bipedal raccoon. And,
Oh, that's already a 90.
and what did we say was the chance?
95%?
95% chance, or
Oh,
That's the other die.
oh my god,
It's permanent.
okay. Well,
Yes.
That's
Will
so wonderful.
I'll
at
be
some
damned.
point, let me know what stats a raccoon has, and I will.
Well, I think you'll still have the same stats. You'll just have a bushy tail and
And those same delicate Piotr Kai fingers.
yeah, except that you're bigger now. So
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
because you're not dwarf sized anymore.
Get in the fight. Get in the fight, bandit.
Okay. Wow.
I'm gonna have to find a raccoon mini.
This is amazing.
All right, that's gonna be
Everyone
the. I have 2 weeks to find a raccoon mini.
Oh my god.
Raccoon mini wearing a wizard hat.
With a huge beard.
I was
with a
saying,
huge
the
beard.
perfect opportunity for those 3D modelers that want to throw us a bone here.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Raccoon
gonna have to
model.
design this from scratch.
Yep.
I found a
Alright.
raccoon druid. Found a raccoon thief. Well, that's just racist. Okay, no, sorry. Continue.
Okay. All right. We are running close to time. Let us finish this encounter at least, and so it's their attack. No, they've already attacked. New round. All right. So you have just caught up now to the rest of these guys. So this is also what you are seeing, Gabe, but you are not into the combat yet. Everybody roll initiative. Okay, we got a 15 from, I guess, Ian.
Ian with Gabe's picture. I was trying to make it my screensaver if I shut off the camera, but I can't quite figure it out.
It's working. It
Oh,
worked.
it does.
Yeah.
It shows Gabe's face.
Just yeah, there it is.
Oh,
When you
that's-
talk,
It's
yeah.
so beautiful.
I don't think you should.
It's gorgeous.
No, so now I'm going to have to take a screenshot of Ian, turn it into a comic, and then let Gabe use that for his, and it'll just confusion will reign.
I'm okay with that.
All right. So all that I know is that I've got a 15 from Ian. Anybody beat a 15?
I got a
Olive.
20.
Okay. Olive, what do you do?
I'm going to try and finish off that guy in front of me.
Okay.
Try
La
being
machine
smart
with a
about it.
hammer.
Yeah, this is probably going to do it. With a 11 to hit? Or 11 total. Sorry.
That's a miss.
My bad. It was 11 damage. It was a 15 plus 6 to hit.
That's a hit. Yeah, they're like AC. What did I say? 13.
It's towards the end of the night. I'm already like slipping on the amount of.
Yeah, no, I am
damage.
too. That's because it's that kind of a situation.
Yeah, it's 11 points of damage. My bad.
That is going to drop that one because that was the one that you had already disfigured. When Gran had already disfigured.
Blood to stone.
Okay, so he hits the rocks. Who is next? What's my next die roll from the party?
It's me. It's
With a
a
what?
15.
15. Okay.
So the guy, the Planet of the Apes guy, I will do Toll the Dead on him again. So
Okay. Saving through. He is not as lucky this time.
that does 10 damage.
And that'll kill him. So he drops down.
And then I will use the spiritual weapon on that last guy.
Okay.
And it's got 22 to hit. So it
That's
does 11 damage.
11 damage, and that takes him out too.
Nice.
All right, so you guys are looking at this empty room. You're hearing chaos up above, and in the distance, you're hearing the howling of wolves. What do you do?
I think we shut the door.
I mean, y'all know of a way we can lock this door?
I can make it look like a wall. Hi, by the way, I'm here. I was that gaseous thing. Also, oh, it's Dane. I'm a raccoon now. And I lost my accent.
I knew it was you. Look at those fingers.
Oh, sweet way to get out of having to do the Russian accent. That is nice.
Oh, you gotta come up with a different accent for the raccoon now.
Oh no!
Raccoon has a
He's gonna go. Everyone's gonna go.
It clicks.
You were lucky it weren't a ferret, or you'd have to make like nerk, 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 nerk noises all the time.
Ferrets
Is
are
there
so
any-
cute and so stinky.
So we hear the sound of wolves coming back. On the back of the door that we came in to get in here, was there any way to lock it or shut it?
Yeah, there is.
I'd like to run quickly back there and lock the door. I have a
Watch
piece
out.
of chain.
For the murder
Chain.
holes, though.
Oh, wait, which door are you talking about locking?
The big door.
The big door. Okay, I thought you meant the one leading into this room, which would leave you in a room with no exits in the middle of the monastery where all of the wolves and people were coming back.
No, the front door. Definitely
Okay,
the front
so
door.
you're gonna take command of the monastery and lock the door. I say you lock the door.
They're not trapped here with us. We're trapped in here with them. Wait,
That's
not
basically what we're going to have to find out next session.
Okay.
Who is trapped in the monastery with whom? So I'm looking forward to that one. It's you're in maybe somewhat better situation than you were at the beginning of this one. So, all right, thank you everybody for watching. We're going to find out who's trapped in the monastery with whom in 2 weeks, and next week is going to be the Swords and Wizardry original D&D party. Thank you so much for watching, and whatever kind of Dungeons and Dragons it is that you play, imagine the hell out of it.
I'm Rex.